Okay guys, from this point, I'm a little too far. Let me step in. We had a little technical difficulty today with our audio system. So to make sure that we didn't miss out on doing this film for you, we went out and we ran and scrambled and got a system to work for the day. It's not the best, certainly not the greatest technology. You're gonna hear us cut out a little bit, but we did not want to give you anything other than unreal, or I should say uncut, very real. See, blumbers as we go. This is it. Excuse us for the little difficulties in there, but you get the picture. Give us a call if you have some questions. Thanks for bearing with us. Again, it's Morgan with the Morgan Group, and we're in St. Catharines. Today, we're gonna do something a little different for you. This is gonna be my actual first time seeing this home since we've completed the remodel. A lot goes into us prepping our homes to get ready for sale. Sometimes it's days or weeks, and other times it's months. We go from the outside in, and on this house, we did a lot. I actually invested myself in this one. We refinished a lot of the home, and the last time I got to see it, it was just in an early stage. Megan is the one that really handles the majority of all of our stage design and remodel. She works with our contractors and our crews and goes through the process. So she's gonna take me through. She's been really excited and has told me I have to hold off seeing it. So this is gonna be my first time seeing it. I want you guys to see it with me. Let's go on through.
I can't wait. So first thing, we refinished the bridge. I just love this entrance. I think it's so cute and quaint.
I mean, the yard itself is completely different. We have a well on this property, so prior to us stepping in and taking over kind of all the prep work, things were just, you know, a little not perfect, I guess is a good way to say it. So we've really brought everything up to par. It's super green, it's lush, it's beautiful, and having a well that covers all of the irrigation so you don't have to worry about the big water bill on a giant property like this is great. So perfect start here. I love the roof on this house. I never get over it. Oh my gosh.
The floors are just insane. I don't know if you remember, but they were so beat up. These are pine, so they have a little bit of a soft feeling to them.
Yeah.
And that time and wear really does a number on them. But we refinished them, and now they are so smooth. When you take your shoes off, it's like walking on butter.
It looks like it. So I do remember these, trust me, it was my first impression. The moment we walked in the door, you could see that these floors have been, the house had been enjoyed, I guess is a good way to say it. They must have had kids and probably dogs at some point, and you could see kind of the wear and tear. And without, like, you know, keeping up on the maintenance, it was showing its life and its age. So these things look brand new. And the other thing that jumps out right at me is both of these rooms here. So a lot of what we do is simple. We want to rearrange the home, get the flow to work the way that we feel it should. And sometimes it has to do with the way that the homeowners have their furniture arranged. Again, when you design a home and decorate for yourself to live in it, it's much different than we do to sell it.
Yeah.
So, oh, I didn't even think about the paint colors. My gosh, the paint's beautiful.
Isn't that nice? It's Kestrel white. It was like one of my very first choices, which is weird because usually it takes like 10 different samples to pick the right paint for the whole house. And this was immediately the one. To me, it always makes me think of soft serve vanilla ice cream. It just looks so creamy.
The second time you mentioned soft already in the house.
Yeah.
The floors, the walls. So I guess we went for a soft theme here. Back to what I was saying though with the furnishing. So this room here that's now set up as the formal dining room, this is how it should be. When we were in here before, the original setup that the owners had was that this was basically like a secondary family room. I would consider more of a living room space here, but really the formal dining is key because it has great access from the kitchen as well. And then this room is what I would call the dining room here. I'm sorry, the living room here,
yeah.
Or more of kind of a den space. But what we have is just these awesome glass French doors leading to the backyard, and the views, probably can't see it in the camera right now. You'll get some great roll and footage of that in a little bit though, because the yard is unbelievable. It's just truly like a resort out there. You feel like you've escaped to some tropical destination. It's so lush.
You know, this whole house just feels soft and romantic to me. Even the outside, just has that charming aesthetic that has a little bit of romance to it, right? So this room, especially with the hardwood floors, the high ceilings, the massive fireplace, the wine cellar that's all built out with the glass door right here. And I can just see having all three of these French doors opened up, hearing that tranquil waterfall going in the backyard.
Yeah, the water feature right there.
This is where I want to spend my time.
Definitely. I can't get over the floors. The grain, the look, the color, the tone, everything about these is perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh, this space. So, I'm kind of chuckling inside because the transformation, even though we did decide to keep it very simple here, we didn't go over the top with staging and decor because this house doesn't really need it. But what we did was we took away so much.
Yeah.
This room, this would be your, this is the great room, right? You have the huge kitchen, the family dining, with your eat-in bar even at the kitchen, and then the step down here to what's going to be your main family room space. Again, incredible views throughout, great fireplace. But this room had a pool table in the center of it. So if there was going to be a game room here, it could, in my opinion, either be what's now the formal dining, or maybe even the living room there. But this needs to be a family room. And oh, the carpet. We changed out all the carpet in the rooms too. We did flooring throughout the whole house. This is the first time I've seen this.
So rich, I think. And again, that soft color. So with this house, the whole point is the views, the character. So we didn't want a lot of staging stuff. We didn't want a lot of color. We wanted to keep all of the distractions to a minimum so that, especially in this room, it's all about this picture window out to the backyard.
Absolutely.
Like, you don't want to see anything else. Between the picture window, these incredible beams that tie into the refinished wood floors, and then this killer stone fireplace, again, you get that sense of romance and whimsy.
You have some different mixtures here of style. With the rustic wood beams here that kind of goes with the, distress in the wood floors, but then you have the white painted wood slat ceiling and all the white cabinets and accents throughout the house. It gives kind of that country feel, a farmhouse feel, a little bit of rustic.
More sophisticated European way.
Yeah. And I tell you what, I'm gonna make a prediction right now. The grass is so green, people are gonna think that it's edited when you see the pictures and the video, because it's almost neon green, the way the sun's hitting it right now. So, I mean, I can't say enough about how beautiful the yard has turned out, and the whole
property
landscape.
Being able to create this landscaping is just insane.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go check out the master, because that's one of the places that I've really wanted to see as well.
Definitely.
While we're here at the kitchen though, this is such a unique kitchen. Let me come around here, take a look at this. This is probably something you've never seen in a home before. I've never seen it. We have 2 stoves in here, and these aren't just like your little typical, baby ranges. We have the giant DCS 6-burner plus the griddle in the center, 2 ovens with that. And then on the flip side over here, we have another DCS cooktop. All of these are gas, of course, no electric stuff here. The reason they did this, there's so much story and history behind this house. I can't wait to tell you about some of it later. But this section, the owner used to do cooking shows. They used to film cooking shows here in the kitchen. So as you can see, if I were cooking here, filming a show, it just wouldn't work because there's no way to get head on. That's why they installed the second DCS cooktop right here in the island, so you can have that interaction with the camera, with the audience. So super unique, great top of the line stuff here.
And I don't know if you remember or not, but it's really cool. They have a butcher block that is made to go right on top of this. So this becomes more work surface. You can cover this up, use that as a massive cutting board. I just adore using a wood cutting board.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. And then since we're in the center of the home, typically a kitchen like this would be kind of dark, right? But we have the 4 solar tubes in the ceiling. So we're always bringing natural light in here, which is a necessity when you're cooking.
Especially in the kitchen. It's nice to have all that natural light. Gorgeous pantry here, nice built-ins. On this wing of the house, we have an office, a full bath with access to the backyard, laundry room with entrance to the garage. And again, through the kitchen, that direction goes straight back into the formal dining. And that's a fun door, one of the swing doors there to access from kitchen to dining area.
So again, total transformation in here, Morgan.
Yes.
It's like night and day difference, truly, because when we first walked in here, it was so dark. It did look like night, even though it was daytime when we were first in here.
I was gonna say, it felt like I
Yeah.
walked into a different home
Yeah.
just now. This room, I love the words you were using earlier, soft. This is soft. It's cozy and
Romantic.
comfortable, but I don't mean small when I say cozy
No.
this time. It has a great warm feel to it. The colors are perfect. We have the huge baseboard in here, the coffered ceilings, that's custom touches. And I was telling you earlier about one of the other stories in the history on this property. This is something I think is so cool. I'm not going to mention any specific names, but the original builder of this home was a very famous professional wrestler. An extravagant, eccentric professional wrestler is a good way to put it. That's the only tip I'm going to give you. So there's 3 walk-in closets. I love this. You have the typical his and her walk-in closet, and the third one was for all of his costumes. Again, professional wrestler. He was, he was a showman. He wanted to have the closet just for those costumes, both for performance and off the screen too. But it's pretty cool. So tons of storage. Usually it's hers and hers, and then he has to find another closet somewhere else in the house. So now he actually does get one, and the lady of the house can have her 2 closets. Maybe one just for handbags and purses. Isn't that usually how it
That sounds
goes?
pretty dreamy.
Oh, wow. Again, simple. We didn't do too much here.
It's just clean.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you want to feel
It
in
transformed
a
it
master
here. Huge walk-in shower. The big bathtub area has got the jacuzzi tubs and stuff here. We didn't change it. This could be updated if somebody wanted to take it further and do like the freestanding tub that most are seeing now. But that's minor, and you know what? A master bathroom is so personal, so that's one of the spaces that I always prefer to take on the remodel myself if it's my home. I really don't want someone else to design the master bath for me, but it doesn't need it. Gorgeous travertine, the finishes are perfect. So this is 100% move-in ready, really, really nice. And if somebody wants to do a few little tweaks or touches, this is a great house to do it.
Oh, it'd be so much fun. The bones of this house are awesome. And then I
Yeah.
don't think you mentioned, Morgan, do you remember that the attic is
That's right.
actually designed to be a second story? It wasn't built out or finished yet, but there's plans to do a staircase and huge space up there. I mean, you could do a theater.
I've been up there.
Bedrooms, bathrooms. I
Yeah.
think they originally planned, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. It's that big of a space.
Right, and when you look at the front of the home, you'll see the windows. So they already have the dormers and the windows. It was built originally that way. So if somebody does want to complete that build out, it's not going to be an addition to the home. The bones of structure is already there. It's just going to be interior, basically remodel at that point. So yeah, you're right. There was a 3-bed, 2-bath design. It could be 2 guest bedrooms with their own bathrooms, plus a big theater. It could be all sorts of things, a game room, a gym, and.
Yeah.
The bones of it are already there, so it's awesome. Wouldn't be, too big of a project to do that. So over here on this wing of the house, we have 1, 2, 3 guest rooms. That one has an ensuite bath, if I recall. This is another bath that these 2 bedrooms share here. Plantation shutters on all the windows. You can separate this from the rest of the house when you're entertaining. We have a nice powder room, half bath over here as well for guests. The flow of this house is awesome. I can't say enough about it, but really the transformation, it was simple. Refinishing all the floors, repainting the whole house, recarpeting the rooms that have carpet, just cleaning things up a bit.
Minimizing, and that's it.
Yeah.
Let the house speak for itself, because this has become a personal favorite. The more time I've spent here and the more it's revealed itself, it's just unique and stunning.
Yeah,
You
I
want to
agree.
spend time. It's that soft, comforting, welcoming place.
Yeah, definitely.
So
What are some of the stats on this house? If somebody's interested and takes a look at this, what are some of the stats here? We're on about 2.5 flat acres.
that's right.
We have a massive, massive solar panel system here. Matter of fact, we'll show that to you in just a bit. They built a huge pavilion out back just for the solar panel system. So the entire rooftop of that is solar panels, and it's all steel beam structure. They spent several $100,000 just on the
that.
structure there. It also includes the full outdoor kitchen. the fireplace outdoors, sinks, refrigerators, giant
Heaters,
fans, built-in heaters.
I mean, the whole
And-
thing.
and-
You could
and. You have it
host
all.
an event just within that pavilion and then talk about the space around it.
Yeah.
And again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but there's romance out there with the trees, the uplighting, the pavilion, the space, the lush greenery. It's so cool.
Let's go take a look. And some of those other stats. So we have 2.5 flat acres, privately gated up front, of course, tons of pavers on the front drive and entry that is
Just over 4,400 square feet. Like you said, we have 4 bedrooms and a separate office on the other side of the house. So you could even turn that into a 5th bedroom if you needed, plus the unfinished attic space.
This is where we get to my favorite part.
Yeah.
The courtyard is great, fireplace built in here, the fountain in the center, great place to hang out and entertain with the family here right by the house.
You have access from the kitchen, the great room, and the master.
But really, this is it out here. The green grass, the green oak trees. I'm a sucker for palm trees. I love tropical environments. And every time I walk out here, I am just mesmerized by the lush green foliage. Honestly, when you get into this pool area and you look through the trees from the palms into, you know, just this whole hillside back here,
There's
you
nothing
really,
else
you
like
feel like
it.
you're in a jungle.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like you're a few minutes from Los Angeles. It
No.
doesn't feel like you're in a rural environment. It feels like you're in a tropical jungle,
Yeah.
and it's so cool. And then you take a few steps that direction on the property and you have the big, it's a humongous garden.
Oh my gosh.
They have a huge garden over there. They have the big garage in the back too, big steel building garage there.
I mean, talk about the perfect property for this
Let's go
stay-at-home
take a look at the pool.
situation.
Yeah.
I mean, you have your own garden, your own water, your own solar power, your own workshop, this amazing yard.
You're darn near
You
off
don't-
the grid
yeah,
completely.
You don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah. If I'm going to be quarantined, this is the property I'm going to be quarantined in.
For sure.
Let me put it this way. If you're going to ever be quarantined in a property, ask yourself this. Do you want to be quarantined in just the regular home, or do you want to be quarantined inside of someplace that
Magical.
you chose to go to on vacation? Because this one is one of those vacation style homes. You have the beach entrance here, boulders in the pool as well. Cabo step on this side. The pool is massive. Humongous jacuzzi. I don't know, probably 15, 16 person, if not more jacuzzi. Plus, I think it has the
Stand-up
Yeah.
thing, because he was hosting a lot of wrestlers, they wanted that like
Oh.
rehab sort of feeling. So, yeah,
Every name you can think
stand
of
up.
back from my day of watching wrestling has hung out and partied in this
Yeah.
house. This house is famous in that world.
Yeah.
It's famous for a lot of things, but all of which are good, of course. But a lot of stories, a lot of
I wish we
history.
could invite some of those guys over again.
Oh.
Can you imagine?
I'd love hanging out here with them, reminiscing. So you have the built-in water slide, the grotto style waterfall here, the little water, I guess we'll call this like kind of almost like a lazy river that comes around,
Yeah.
a little river that
Yeah.
comes into the pool, some more steps over here. But I mean, can you get this? Does this show up here? The foliage, the greenery and everything? I can't talk enough about it. So if you guys see what I'm talking about, you absolutely have to call. You need to come over and take a look at this property. This is not one that's going to last long. It's not yet on the market, but it's coming in just a few days. We're finishing up. We're actually going to be filming right after this.
Yeah.
My first time seeing it completed. So
Now they've actually spent the last, gosh, at least I want to say 6 weeks just on the landscaping.
I was gonna say the
also,
trimming and-
because yeah, everything is meticulously done. Every single one of the palm trees has been taken care of. They thinned out some of the other big beautiful trees, really cleaned up the property. So every bit of it is just perfect.
Come here. You have to get a straight on view of these two palms. There's a story behind these two. Every single tree in this yard was handpicked. These are the best examples. My favorite palms here, these didn't come from the same place. These came, I don't remember the entire story. We'll find out for you later. Call me, let's go on a tour together and I'll know the answers for you then. But I do recall that these two trees, one came from like San Diego and the other came from somewhere up north or something fun like that. But look at those. I mean, could you have chosen two more spectacular, perfect trees to go together? It frames the jacuzzi, it frames the whole pool area from the house. It's awesome, totally cool.
Okay, we've got to go look at the pavilion. Just around the property, some of the unique touches that add to that romance. The big clock up here, and I love these street lights that you see all around the property. When they light up at night, they are just so pretty.
Look at the grass. This is perfect.
Right?
You don't see this on every property.
No.
A lot of properties have gorgeous yards, but this one has a lot of special and unique touches that you don't find anywhere else.
And you and I are both so particular about our trees. So
Yes.
they did such a great job thinning this one out so you see the architecture.
Yeah.
You see what's going on. It's
Looks
just
like
stunning.
pieces of art
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, here's the pavilion we were talking about. Full steel beam structure. They spent a fortune on this. The entire roof, this thing is massive. We have the solar panels on the entire roof up here. It's enough to run the whole house for you for easily a family of 4. You're gonna have no electricity bill. Now I can't guarantee, depends on your usage, but truthfully for a family of 4 living here full time, you should not have any electricity bill.
No way.
Probably even getting a credit. This is a
Yeah.
huge, huge, huge system here. You can run ACs, all of them through the house, like 24/7 and not even get a bill.
And thank God, because I feel bad that we really cooled it off
Yeah.
when it's so hot out here today.
Built-in TV, fireplace, dual drawer Viking refrigerators, a Viking ice maker,
Love that.
several storage areas here, Viking grill, 2 burners on the side, plus a sink, 1, 2, 3 big heaters up here mounted on the ceiling, and 4
4
fans
fans.
up here, tons of space, grass space on that side, grass and covered space over on this side with the trees. I mean, what more could you ask for? This is designed to entertain, to host weddings, to host big parties, corporate retreats, you name it. This has it all. I'm not gonna show you the garage and the garden over there, but trust me, they're there. They're really neat. So here's what I say. We're filming the actual marketing videos today. So
Yep.
this home's gonna be on the market legitimately within a week.
A week or so, yeah.
So you don't have a lot of time. This one is one that's gonna go quickly. It's so unique. We didn't even talk about this. We're on one of the best streets in all of Sand Canyon. Matter of fact, we used to live right down the street from here, so we are extremely familiar with this street. My best friend growing up lived across the street in Upper House, so I can't tell you how intimately just detailed we are and
Passionate.
knowledgeable about this street, this area, this home, and of course all of Sand Canyon. But you gotta see this one. Call us, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, YouTube. We're gonna be coming at you with a whole lot more with our new episodes on the YouTube channel. The brand new website's
I'm
being
so
built out
excited
right
about
now.
it.
The one we have now is great, but we're gonna blow your mind with what we're doing. Again, some things that are really important here. Months on preparation for some houses. Why? Because they need them and they deserve them. We
Yeah.
could show you plenty of examples of homes that should have been and deserve to be updated and upgraded and just really, you know, the little details taken care of, but they weren't. They didn't get the prices they deserve. The homes didn't get refinished because a lot of buyers don't go in and do the work that they should.
They're afraid of it.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming sometimes unless you know what it entails.
We walk through and do remodels ourselves. We do remodels for our clients. We do remodels with our clients. We help build the vision. We have a lot of experience in that. This is a great example, and we did the majority, all the big stuff up front, so it's ready for you. So check us out, like the channel, give us some comments, give us some feedback. We hope to hear from you. Morgan Gonzalez with the Morgan Group, my
I'm
sister
Megan.
Megan, and we are looking forward to talking to you soon. We are your Sand Canyon experts.